mics.
Ice under my eyes. It look puffy because I just took a nap.
Where's your phone? Is it on charger?
Yes. Are we on?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
My bad.
Facebook.
I'm trying to see because mine ain't coming up.
Again?
Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. Hi, everyone. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it'll pop up after some time.
Okay. I'm just sitting there thinking we're not on.
Hold on. You have to reset this.
Why?
Because.
Why does it look so blurry?
I don't know.
Where's yours? Check yours. Oh, there we are.
There we go.
All right. Scoot a little you in my space. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. My name is Laura. We're going to give it a couple of minutes. As you can see, my co-host Kevin is not with us today. He is actually, I don't want to say doing a good deed, but he's doing something great with Heather Hansen, who has a group of women or, group that has lost or has to grieve. I don't know all the details of it, but he's there and he's the guest speaker. So shout out to Kevin for going out there. So today I'm excited because I get to share the live with my honey. Behind the scenes, if you haven't seen Misa, I'll let him introduce himself.
Let's see if the mics are working.
Oh yeah,
first.
do the mics work? Can you hear us? We don't have somebody telling us. Where's Eileen when we need her? Oh yeah, do the mics work? Can you hear us? We don't have somebody telling us. Okay, Zan.
Yeah. But you're not in. Let me make sure we both fit in the camera.
Okay, Zan. Oh, should I turn that to you so you can see?
Huh?
Should I turn this to you so you can see?
No, I can see him. Let's see. I don't know if the mics. I can't tell.
What does Kay say? Yes, we can hear you. Okay, good.
Mics are good. Okay.
Good. Let us know you're out there. Because again, we don't have anybody reading the comments, so we're going to have to do our best to keep up with the comments.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, introduce yourself.
I am Misa. I'm the one that does everything behind the scenes, everything that goes on behind the whole production thing. I do the websites. I do the flyers. I do just about everything in the background. So, how you doing?
So, happy Monday again. How have y'all been feeling this weekend? How did the full moon in Gemini treat y'all is the question. Sit and think about that. How are you feeling from that full moon in Gemini? I'm feeling great. We did a yoni retreat yesterday at the Sacred Sanctuary. Crystal and I hosted, and it was beautiful. It was
very beautiful. I wasn't there.
Right? I'm like, what? So yeah, it was a very beautiful ceremony, and there was a lot of breakthrough. There was a lot of community.
Mm-hmm.
And so shout out to the ladies that went and did the work. I know you're feeling it. I'm filtering for y'all today. But yeah, it was exciting. That was my big highlight of the weekend, I guess, is what I want to say. I didn't even know it was full moon in Gemini. I am Gemini.
Who said
Janie Jones, hello, Veronica.
Yeah, me too. I'm a Gemini. Gemini in the house.
Oh, why did it stick?
What? It's probably just mine. Uh-oh. I think we're fine. Yeah.
All right. So, our topic today is the art of control.
You gonna do a weekly?
Oh, I gotta do the disclaimers. See, Kevin isn't here. Oh my God, y'all, keep me in track. Kevin isn't here. So, disclaimers. We are not licensed medical professionals. We are not licensed medical therapists. You know, everything we say is because we have experienced it or because we know somebody that has experienced, you know, whatever we're sharing. With that being said, is that you are responsible for your own choices. Also, we might get some scammers on sometimes that are telling you they have a message for you, or if, you know, God forbid somebody hacks us and they're asking you for money in your inbox, that will never be us. We will never be asking for money in your inbox. But we will be asking for donations and even energy exchange here on Mondays live. Misa will put that link down, and that's just even energy exchange. So if you want a reading, you know, of course, put your name on the list. But if you want a more advanced reading or longer reading and skip the line, then there's a donation. Also, you know, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You know, I apologize in advance for the words that come out of my mouth. Misa doesn't, you know, he stands for what he believes in. So I just say, like, take what resonates and whatever doesn't, then leave it, you know.
I mean, I apologize too. I'm not trying to be.
Misa's a Gemini, y'all.
Yeah.
That tells it all.
I
can't see comments.
You gotta get out. When that happens, just leave.
So yeah.
When that happens, just leave and go back in. You should.
I don't know why I'm pulling out the relationship cards. What? Oh, sorry. The Gemini relationship with yourselves.
There you go.
Yes, we are doing readings. Hi, Zach. Long time no see. He says, is that a Tesla tech?
I don't know. To be honest with you.
Your Archangel Michael chain?
Yeah.
It has Archangel Michael on there, but I don't know if it's a Tesla tech. Yes, G, we are doing readings on here. So if you want a reading or you need a reading, you can put your name on the list. Again, donation based. We're ready. The energy feels different right now. It feels so different. I feel like my left side, like Kevin's not there. You know, I gotta get used to. Yeah, I really do feel a void. It's like, you know, when your ears clog when you're underwater. That's what I hear on my left side because Kevin's not here. It's so weird. I gotta get used to it though, you know?
Yeah.
Because I see Kevin and we see our future. Like, Kevin's gonna be running this way, I'm gonna be running that way. And so it's like we gotta get used to going apart and coming back together. Well, we're doing it now. Look, he's somewhere else. Oh, it's already happening.
Yeah.
Thank you, Spirit, for that. Thank you, Spirit, for that. I love it.
So I'm gonna be doing a lot of.
Archangel.
I'm gonna be doing a lot of typing and stuff because it's only me here. So bear with me. So if I'm not really paying attention, it's because I'm doing that.
Oh, Zach, you do see us on the radio. That's awesome. Thank you for that confirmation. Look at that, Misa. Statistics. Somebody said had a comment. I don't know who's. I can't see no comments.
Again?
Yeah, that's all the time. See?
Oh, man, why does it do that?
It does it to me every Monday. That's why I say it's like.
Well, this is strange.
All right. I'm loving this.
That's
Maria.
That's the one that's always on YouTube.
Do you see me and Philip? Oh, Maria. You gotta give it time, girl. You asked that question last week. Time. But that's good that I just said that, and that's good that you just asked that. I always say, like, divine timing. There is no wrong. I don't care how you feel. I don't care how bad it feels. You know, it's divine timing. And that's what Spirit's confirming today, right? Because it's like you asked that question when you first came on, and I'm not picking on you or nothing. I just, this is a good example of like how Spirit is moving and how I'm going to tell you about Spirit moving. And I did pick up the relationship cards at the beginning. So it is going to be about some kind of relationship. The first card that came out was study. And so what Spirit is saying is that we're really getting a little lazy, y'all, and we're depending too much on our phones, on technology. We're kind of using it the wrong way, right? Because we want to answer and we just go and we ask ChatGPT, we Google it, and that first answer that we see, we accept, right? And so what Spirit is saying is that you got to go through a layer. You know, this takes time. The healing is the healing process is like the onion, right? You got to peel the layer through layer of trauma and things that you go through. So right now, Spirit is saying you need to study thyself. That is the first thing that you should be doing, is studying thyself. And it goes into that art of control, because we're talking about control of the mind. But if you don't know yourself, you only know the self that everybody threw at you, the self that your parents told you to be, the self that, you know, your teachers told you to be, the self that your peers told you to be. You know thyself is what Spirit's saying. And how or when is that confirmation going to go to you so that you can start, you know, on that path to know thyself? You're going to be seeing things, you know, the Da Vinci Code is coming up for me, you know, so it's a lot of it's going to be through history, right? Like through Bible, books, any kind of like religious books, those kind of things. And I'm not saying to be religious, to go study to be religious. I'm just saying that right now, how Spirit is showing you is that you yourself will be able to decipher those parables. Because when Spirit speaks in parables, it's a code for you to understand. It's like, you know, putting a mirror and it changes the words that only you can see. So studying thyself is whatever you're being drawn to, whether it's ancient history or studying religion or studying some kind of energy work, things like that. Start doing it.
She just said she just ordered a Bible.
Oh, wow. See, that's what I'm saying. That's the sign. So you're in that right track, and that's why you are here. Divine timing. Everything happens for a reason. Everything is supposed to be happening for a reason, whether good or bad. Right now, and it's funny that we bring up Archangel Michael, because here's Archangel Michael. So thank you, Zach, for pointing that out. That's another confirmation. I'm teaching here. These are the things that I teach, like my clients. How do you look for signs? They're this easy. These confirmations are this easy, but we as humans make them hard. So Archangel Michael energy was already around, and that's what it's saying. Like, you right now have that energy of protection around you, that energy of power around you, that energy where you can be like, you know, seeing who is supposed to be going on this next journey with you and who is not. And it doesn't matter. Like, you know, it could be loved ones that we just broke up with. It could be friends that we just broke up with. It could be family that we're like, I'm done, you know. Or it could be grief. It could be somebody that you lost. Spirit is that relationship. That was the time. That clock, the time, that was that time for you to separate. You learned what you needed to learn from each other. You gave, you took, whatever you did, and now that relationship is put in the box, put away for your next journey. And that's why that clock came out, because again, our healing process is like an onion. It's in layers. It takes time. But all that is in the mind, in how you're going to control the mind for you to be able to move. You know, are you going to still keep thinking those same thoughts from the past that had you in the past? You can't. And then relationship card came out. That is just saying, like, relationship, if you're having trouble right now in relationships, and it could be any kind of relationships, they're a mirror right now. Any relationship right now is a mirror. So whatever you felt was wrong with that person, guess what? That person thought the same thing about you. That person is still thinking, well, you did this or you did that. So in relationships, again, I mean, it happened to us yesterday, right? Like it almost, but we had to talk about it. And it's like, oh, that's your perspective and okay, I understand you and you understand me, but we got to learn how to respond instead of react. Also right now is like that energy of love. Like if it ain't love, if you ain't feeling people giving you that love energy, or you don't feel like giving out that love energy, like it's not matching, move away. And it's only for this season, right? So right now we're pouring love into each other. That's what we're doing. The community, the collective consciousness, that's what we're supposed to be doing, is pouring that love into each other instead of taking. So it's time to pour back into what people have been taking. You know, and that's that power. Love is that key to that power, right? So yesterday also, like with that yoni cleansing, with the womb healing and with the lineage and everything, and the other day, it's been all week, like I've been thanking the people that have hurt me. I've been thanking the people that, you know, talked about me behind my back or made me feel stupid or, you know, did things like that. Those are the ones that I thank the most, and I say it deeply with my heart. Like I thank them the most, because that is when I learned how strong I was. That is when I learned how much power I had or have, when I let them go and be like, thank you, bro, peace. Like, you just leveled me up because I'm not stuck here. But some people stay stuck here for years and years and get the life drained out of them because it's not fair and it's not fair and it's not fair. And they're in that it's not fair energy, and they're receiving that it's not fair energy and wondering why it's not fair. I don't know where that came from, but...
Well, that's for somebody.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So this week, like, really, really study thyself is that word. And it's a beautiful thing, because we're going to be talking about the art of control, the control of the mind. The mind is the universe.
Mm-hmm.
You are the universe. You are the mind. You are your God. You are your world. We live in realities within the realities. So why do we keep letting people in our world hurt us? You know, why do we keep them in our world?
Or situations keep repeating themselves and not learning from them. Keeps you in a low vibration. That's why we wanted to talk about the art of control. Initially, when I thought about this control, I didn't know that I was going to be on the show, and I thought Kevin was going to be here, but he, I guess he wasn't. And I mean, I'm been very adamant about this. I talk about this a lot for a reason, because it's important. I feel like everybody needs to learn how to control the mind. You know, there's techniques you can do, and they need to know how powerful the mind is and how much it creates your everyday reality, physical reality. So it's one of my, if you follow me on Facebook, Misanti El, you would see that I've been talking about this a lot because it's very important to learn how to control the mind. Not easy, because I struggle with it too. You know, me and Laura have a road rage. So if you see us on the road,
sorry,
get out of the way. Get out of the way.
Sorry if we're a little aggressive on the road. We apologize in advance.
Yeah. So it's just learning how to maintain that. Just remembering when you're going through a situation to control that. To say, hey, does this serve me? You gotta stop right there. Most people they're so used to being in that energy, they continuously keep going into it, and that's what keeps you in a low vibration. I did a post today that kind of mentioned something about positivity, but it's literally talking about the mind as well. I mean, if you haven't looked at it, check it out. I feel like it was very important for me to say that. So,
do you have anything for this week intuitively for them, like that you're feeling, to watch out for, or like the energies or anything like that?
Well, just be careful, because it's been chaotic for me, but I love it. I think I thrive in that energy, and there's a lot of lessons that were learned. I feel like this is a great time to learn, because it's Gemini energy, and I'm a Gemini, and that can be insane. It can be crazy. It depends how you react to the situations. So at the end of the day, it's all about integrity. Just make sure your integrity. You're setting. You know what you're gonna. You know what you feel. You know what I mean. And what you feel is what you're gonna say. And make sure it's not disrespectful towards anybody.
Right.
So.
Is anybody on the list for readings? I see that there's a lot of people saying they want a reading.
I'm not sure. So somebody was asking me, "So are you doing?" If I get something, I will say something. But Laura wants me to read. I mean, I know how to. I don't do the cards. I just do it off the mind. But if it comes up, then something comes in my mind, then I will say something. Usually I'll get a word, and it'll kind of take me down this direction, and I'll talk. So forgive me, and if I don't get anything, because I don't really read. I'm not a reader like that, but I know how to.
Okay. So who needed a reading? Because Veronica said that there was people on the list here.
I'm not sure. Just you.
Hi, Tui. No, we're not ignoring you. We're trying to read the comments and do all this at the same time. Oh, Veronica, I'll put you on the list. See, Veronica's on the reading.
Mm-hmm.
Veronica, we did the Yoni cleanse.
Same Mike as my bro. That's right. He's my bro too. Question.
Let's see. The sphere. Oh, the sphere. No. Let's talk about this.
Oh, yeah.
I saw G said she sent G. Okay, where's G? G, where are you? Let me see your name. I think you were at the beginning. Oh, G Blush. Okay. If you sent a donation, if you could let us know again. And then Misa, are you able to check it?
She said they request donation, but no
Then
donation.
I request a reading.
Sure.
But no donation. Yes, Veronica, that's fine. Then Maria. Okay, Maria, Veronica, and G. But G is the one that sent the donation. So we'll do G, and then Maria, and then Veronica. Ready to do the reading. I'm forgetting we got to talk about the art of control. That's probably like.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So G, you'll be at first when we start reading in a little bit, and then we have Maria and Veronica on the list. I'm sorry, this my laptop is kind of slow, or my iPad.
Just use mine. I don't know why. Just give me that one.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why it's not.
Oop, my lighter fell.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me
Misa was trying to say about this week is just like, you know, be careful with, or, you know, watch out with like relationships, I guess, or what do you like?
Relationships, just anything, you know. It could be, it doesn't have to be like a relationship like me and you. It could be like relationship with friends and relationships with, or people you don't even know.
Oh wow, Maria, you're in Norway. It's 2 a.m. there. Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming on all the time. That's awesome. Stay on. We'll definitely, like, I'm feeling that you. I don't think that you're missing. Is it Philip? I think his name was Philip. You know, I think it's more Spirit is telling you to look deeper inside, you know, yourself. I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you, like, look, you've been doing this by yourself. Like, you don't need that partner. And it's not saying that you need him to take care of you, or you need, you know, it's just saying that you're able to survive alone. And once you start being happy with being alone and being with yourself and having that relationship with yourself, then that door opens for either Philip or whoever it is. Because I feel like once you start doing that, and once you start having that relationship with yourself and valuing yourself, you know, and nurturing yourself, then your energy goes up and up. And if, you know, Philip's energy was down here, then you might not even want Philip anymore. You're going to want an energy that's going to match that and show you your beauty and show you your worth and tell you the things that they want, that you want them to tell you, how they appreciate, you know, like taken for granted a little bit. And you were not, I feel like you were not receiving the good job, or I appreciate you, or I'm grateful for you. You know, it was more without gratitude is what Spirit's showing me.
And this is perfect. The art of control is perfect for that too. Like learning how to control.
See,
everything comes in the mind.
So he was looking at other women online. So it made you feel unworthy. And now you took his energy, that energy of whatever lust or whatever, you took that on. That's not your energy right there. That's missing Philip, thinking that you're not good enough. You know, you want Philip because you think you lost to something beautiful and that you weren't beautiful enough. No, Philip he didn't know how to look at that energy. Again, different energies can't look at. He didn't know how to appreciate your energy because that you didn't have his. So that's why when you start valuing yourself and nurturing yourself and telling yourself that that was nothing about you, that was him, and you took his I don't want to say his addiction, but his cravings or whatever on, and now you're carrying them. Your thoughts. That's why that control of the mind, what we're talking about, right? What we're going to be talking about is really important. Because you think those thoughts are yours and they're not yours. You got to give those thoughts back. Oh, thank you, Maria. I mean, I do virtual readings, so you can always reach out to me, because I feel like, you know, and you're a triple Scorpio. I have a Scorpio friend that I feel like she would connect with you. Misa, do you want to tag Crystal there? I just feel like there has to, Crystal Stegman. Oh. I feel like there's a connection, you know, just put Crystal, meet Maria. She will understand you because she is a Scorpio, but she is a very good, like, she knows how to use and transmute that energy, and she'll help you. Meet Maria.
Oh. How do you spell her name?
Maria Amethyst, Amethyst. And then
she's not showing up.
Okay, well, that's okay.
That's okay. I'll just put Maria.
All right. So Veronica says, I think the moon and Gemini is the reason I've realized what was I suffering over an ex who has not cared about me or taken accountability for his part in our relationship. Yes, the moon in Gemini is going to illuminate things like that. Those like, oh my God. Oh, Cancer too, girl. You're all emotion. You're all water. You're like a filter. You know, you probably, that's probably how you heal people, is you can cry for them, you know. And that's why I say you'll understand, Crystal will understand you, is because she's one of those that beautiful emotion. She like, it's just all emotion, you know. Hey, Justenia. It's not tagging anybody anyway. So, yeah, Veronica. That's exactly what Spirit was trying to show you, but you couldn't see it at that time. You've grown. You've done the work. That's part of the healing. Wow, I realized. Now it's like, gross. Why was I thinking like that? You know, like, how could I? But don't worry. You didn't know what you didn't know. You weren't healed yet. You were going through the healed process. Now you're healed. Now you realize the answer to that test. Now you know, don't go back to it. You passed it. Yeah. Move forward. Helping animals in need. I love children, animals, helping kids in need.
It's a whole lot.
Yeah.
Water. She probably thinks it's trying to say better. Well, yeah.
So going back to that, you know, art of control with the mind is like, man, I've realized that I never went forward in things from my past because of my mind, because of my belief, because, you know, people looked at me and they saw that I could be here and my mind was down here, you know. And I feel like a lot of relationships were lost, a lot of businesses were lost, you know. Things I didn't do were lost. I didn't go to college because I couldn't believe that. I mean, I did go to college. I never wanted to go back to college because I was always scared of writing papers. Literally scared of writing papers, not knowing that that was my gift to write, you know? And that's why, like, when I write on my posts and stuff, that's literally my passion coming out. Like, the writing, like, I love to write. I write every day, y'all. Every day I'm in a journal writing, you know. But back then, scared as heck. And that's why, like, I didn't pursue. I didn't finish.
They say that the things that you're scared of the most turn out to be, I don't know how true that is, but I feel like in my, you know, for me it's true. The things you're more afraid of to do are the things you're really good at.
Absolutely.
It's like a hidden gem because you fear them so much. It's like, I don't know, it's like a hidden.
It's your training.
It's hidden from you.
The thing that you're scared of, that you put yourself and you push through that and get through that fear, that's your training. You know, but your training don't start until you take that first step, until you agree and you say, yes, I'm going to face this, because if I face it, I conquer it. And then I control it because I know how to, you know, I read the manual's guide of, you know, just like writing. I love to write. I could never speak in front of a room, y'all. I would get red in the face. I would be shaking, things like that. And now I'm like on here, you know, acting goofy, not caring in nothing about what anybody says about me, because I know my intention is sharing this from the heart. My intention is, I know that Spirit is speaking and coming through me, because I did the work. I faced those fears. And now it's like, those fears, man, I feel like the troll in the movie. We watched the movie Troll, not the cartoon one, like the real Troll movie. And, you know, they were good. If you haven't watched it, watch both of them. But that's how I feel. Like, I feel that big, you know?
So, what are some things?
I keep picking up the cards.
That's okay. What are some exercises that we do, from your perspective, about the art of control? How do you control the mind? How do we control the mind? What do we do? What are the things that we do for each other? So then people can take some ideas and do it in their own personal lives.
Again, I feel like the most important thing is we study ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, Misa and I study ourselves, so we do meditation every day. You know, I spend more time in that because again, we learn different. Like I try to tell Misa, like, sit and stare at this candle for 10 minutes. Not even, it was 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And he couldn't do it.
I mean, I did it.
But you couldn't do it. You were like, I can't sit. I can't move. Because I'm like, you got to just focus on the flame. Just focus on the flame. And I'm sitting there and I'm like focusing. Misa's like moving his hands, cracking his neck, going forward, going backward. He's like, how long do we got? I'm like, shh, you know. But I understand that that's not, if I like, yes, sometimes I work with my clients with that, but if I know he's not going to do that and that's just going to make him anxiety more or frustrated more, I'm going to pull back and be like, okay, let's try a different meditation.
But the Gemini in me, just because it's not easy for me
He'll
to
challenge
do,
it.
I'm going to keep doing it because I'm stubborn. And I'm going to keep doing it until I master it, until I get good at it.
And that's sometimes.
And then it becomes another skill. It becomes another skill.
Right.
Like, I don't let things deter me, even though I was a little bit, you know, because like I'm fidgety, like I move all the time. I can't stand still, you know. And then when you're standing still, looking at a freaking candle, lit candle, it's like you're sitting here looking like this. And then like, what the fuck do I do? And then you gotta try to keep your mind silent, which is not easy for me because my mind is a mental chatter. And I'm sitting there like, what do I do? Okay, is this over? Time goes really slow, you know. So
it's a challenge. So I challenge y'all. Like I really do. I challenge y'all to sit there, buy a candle. It has to be a taper candle, you know. And sit there with yourself, and it's gonna bother you, you know, especially people that are like those air signs that are always on the run and can't sit still. Do it. Do it for a minute. Train the mind to come back, because your mind is everywhere. Your thoughts are here, your thoughts are there, how are you collecting your thoughts? And then you don't even know which thoughts are yours and which ones ain't yours. You know, so you're thinking this and it's not even your thought, because you got to learn how to stay still to know, nope, you don't got that pass to come in here. What are you doing? Go away, you know, or those aha moments. But you can't if you're looking for them all over. You got to stay still so they come to you and you decide, do I want it or do I not want it?
So there's a question on YouTube.
What's a star sign?
What do you mean?
She said, what's my star sign? Oh, thank you, Maria.
What star sign?
Painting? Yes. Yeah, I don't know what star sign means.
There's a comment on YouTube from Janie's son.
Josh?
It says, Josh, I struggle to sit in silence and be present for a while. Even now I struggle too, but the more you do it, the better. Do it before you go to bed and when you wake up.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. What I do before I go to bed, I visualize. I visualize something I want. You know, this is what I'm doing when I talk about the art of control. I literally don't want to think about anything that doesn't serve me. So a lot of times people are struggling with money, whatever. Well, don't sit in that energy, you know. You have to start reprogramming the mind by not thinking that, because we get into these worries about, oh, this is gonna, you know, I'm not gonna pay my bills or whatever. Well, guess what? You're just creating that. Even though the bank account doesn't reflect what you're thinking, you have to start changing it. There's a book that we always talk about, and I've been taught of awareness by Neville Goddard. read that book. You know, it tells you a lot about brings the Bible, it talks about the mind, how everything is imagination and the feeling of it, and that's how you create everything. And everybody, most of us in this world, including us, we're on autopilot. But right now, in this time right now, we're learning to control that. We're controlling that thought process. We're controlling the negative thought process. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect. But as soon as I get into a situation, I change it very quick. Oh, no. So I'm getting to the point now that those thoughts are not coming in as easy anymore. They're coming in slowly but surely. So when I get to the point where it's just gonna stop. And not only that, the results have been amazing, right? So a lot of things have been happening because of that mindset. Like just paths, there are a bunch of paths that are opening from all over the place just because I've changed my mindset.
Absolutely,
it's that simple. Yeah. Like it's not simple. It's easy to do, but it's not simple.
Easy to do,
but it's not simple. Yeah. So just it's hard. Like I said, I stay in that energy and just think about the things that you want in life. Think about the things, like if you want a car, let's just say a certain car, you don't have the money in the bank. Well, before you go to bed, start thinking about that car, walking in the car, driving the car, go to a dealership, look at the car, take a picture with the car, feel it, smell it. You're literally reenacting that in your mind because the imagination doesn't know truth from reality from not fiction. Yeah, there you go. So that will start creating and manifesting. So you're creating a path for that. The universe opens a bunch of doors. It's all in the mind. So when you're creating these doors, which door are you going to go into? Are you going to go into the negative door? Or are you going to go into the positive door? Are you going to go into the doors that best suit you? Well, we got to start looking at our current circumstances and start. It sounds crazy. It's not something that's normally done, but how many textbooks talk about this? You know, Bible, Neville Goddard, Think and Grow Rich, the Science of Thinking Rich, Your Wish is Your Command. I mean, I could keep going. There's a bunch of books that talk about the same thing. I mean, a lot of people are talking about it, and these are successful people that are where they want to be in life. There has to be a lot of truth in that, and not only that, in our life, we have seen these things.
The change. Yes.
Yeah, they're crazy different. They're insanely different. Like it's the craziest thing I've ever felt, and knowing that I'm not going into that energy that doesn't serve me literally opens these doors for me to get what I want, and it's a beautiful freaking feeling. And I wish everybody felt this. Now, is there going to be things that happen where situations happen? Yes, this week has been like that, but I'm not going to sit there in that energy and I'm going to say, hey, thank you showing me this. I know what I need to do. Move on, stay on boat, think about the things I want to think, and that's it. And that's one way to do it. Everybody has their own ways to do it. Just sit there and think about the ways, what makes you feel good. Like, for example, if I buy something, and this is my way of doing it. If I buy something and that one thing that I buy, I can't wait to get up in the morning just to listen to it or play whatever it is. Get in the car or whatever. Use laundry, you know, I'm thinking about buying a washer machine, you know. And if I'm going to get one, and I'm thinking like, I can't wait to get up in the morning and do it. So that feeling that you're creating right there is what creates the doorway, the thought, the imagination of going, washing your laundry with this new fancy spancy. This is, you know, an example, you know, and different things excite others, the people, you know, like what, you know, I want to wash it right now. Laura is down with that. And she's gonna have the same thought process, you know. So
I can't wait to wash laundry. Yeah. It's gonna be, y'all gonna smell me crispy.
We're gonna be able to turn on that bad boy from our phone.
Right.
Cycle out.
Cycle on. Cycle dry.
You know. So.
No, but we wake up. You know, Misa's always been a person to, you know, wake up happy and excited to start the day. Me, I'm that car that you gotta like, that you hear in the morning that's like, that's me trying to turn on.
Mm-hmm.
It like, you gotta like, put the cables, give me a jump.
She used to tell me,
right?
she's like, why are you so happy every morning?
I used to be pissed. That's the mindset I had. I used to be pissed. Like, this is gonna wake up so happy tomorrow. I don't even want to wake up. I would put my headphones on the bed because I don't want to hear his jolly ass around. Good morning, good morning. That's my mindset that I was in, y'all. I mean, seriously.
I used to wake her up with like, I used to think, I got this thing called kissy kissy.
Yes.
And I used to just give her kisses all in.
Yes.
She'd be sleeping. She's like,
I would be like, ugh.
And I'd be like, all over the place, and just to, you know, wake her up. And a lot of times that helps, you know, even though she didn't really like it at the time 100%, but she got up after that. It worked.
But still,
sometimes I had to pull her leg. Get out of it. No,
now we came to that. But still, like, we've been together for 15 years. So, like, we used to have a mentor, right, John, how you used to say, like, in the beginning of your relationship, you'd be like, hey, baby, you want your coat? And then come a couple of years, you'd be like, girl, you should have brought your coat. That's one of those where Misa, in the beginning, hey, baby, blah, blah, blah. Now he's like, get up and gets my legs off the bed, you know? Like, that's that respect level that's like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, we can talk to each other like that, but don't let anybody else talk to him or me like that, you know?
Yeah.
Ready to go get life activated. Oh, so we have a couple comments. Maria, I think I have, my moon sign is Capricorn, my sun sign is Capricorn, and my rising is Aries. So yes, that tells a lot about me. You know.
So Zach, the alpha brain wave technique works for some people. I work different than everybody else. Like, for example, my teachings don't come from books anymore. My teachings come from inside of me. I've learned how to listen to myself. Mm-hmm. I'm tapping into an energy that goes beyond books. So I don't really listen to other people's thing. And a lot of that stuff works really good.
Because, yeah, I mean, that's how we started.
Yeah, we started like that. But now it's like,
but
I feel like I'm in some kind of libraries. Yeah. I'm kind of in this field of consciousness that I'm literally starting to get information from the ethers. And I'm like, oh shit, I didn't see that. And not only that, I'm learning from myself. Yeah. Because I'm going within. Yeah. And learning how to do within is intuitive. Intuition tells you, hey, should you be doing this? Yep. And there's been times where I say, hey, this is going to happen. And I'm just talking and bam.
It happens.
It happens. And I've gotten pretty darn good at it. I know how to read. It's not something I want to do. But I think Spirit's really trying to push me to do it. I don't want to do it, but
Kay says she's the same way. Oh, thank you, Maria. You guys are angels. I'm so grateful. Zachariah, same brother. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, you know, Zach, when you go within, it's you don't have to go to other resources. You just see the confirmation that Spirit's like, here you go. Here's the answer. Here, you were looking for it. It's right here. It's literally like that. Mm-hmm. Like, and that's why we're so excited, and that's why sometimes it's like so overwhelming, and we share a lot, and people probably are like, wow, those two are like, you know, but it's for us, we're living our best life. Yeah. We're freaking happy. Like, this is what we came and we worked hard to do, is to live peacefully, right? Misa and I in our own little world with our family and our friends and, you know, our business. This is where we're at in our bubble, and when you're happy, you want to share that happiness, right? Mm-hmm. Like, a light attracts light, dark attracts dark, but it amplifies more.
I was gonna say that this message will get to the people that need to hear it.
Yeah.
And the people that need to hear, they'll see this video, I don't know, maybe a couple days, the same day, whenever, and they'll get good information, and hopefully, if I've helped one person with this information, that I'm happy. I'm literally happy. I feel like I'm on this earth to teach.
Absolutely.
To teach people. I'm literally here to teach. I don't want to sound like I'm a know-it-all. I'm not a know-it-all. I don't know all the answers. But I'm gonna be here to help as many people as possible. And if something works for me, I'm excited to share it with everybody. I'm not really a gatekeeper. I'm not a gatekeeper like that.
Right.
So I'm gonna share.
I think sometimes we overshare.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's okay, but then Spirit shows us,
Mm-hmm. So.
Other things that we've been doing really is just like really, really trusting in our inner intuition. Like, again, we're not perfect, but also the other thing is understanding that there is different perspectives in people, and not all people learn the same, not all people see things the same. That's why there is different religions, and that's why there is different races and different cultures, is because there is going to be groups of people that believe different things. And the part that I feel like we are all missing is that we're not here to force our beliefs on others. We're here to agree and be okay to have a conversation. Be like, dang, you do it like this, I do it like that. That's cool. Like being able to share conversations, not mine's is better than yours.
Yeah.
Not my thinking is better than your thinking. No, we're at different levels. We all don't think the same.
Yeah.
If we did, it'd be boring.
Yeah.
It'd be bland.
Yeah.
But I think like our egos have been nurtured so much that we think, no, you gotta think the way I think and believe the way I believe, or you're not my friend, or you're against me. Those ain't those things. That's what unity is about. Yeah.
So I hope this has helped you get a little bit of insight where you can use this information just going to bed and when you wake up, and just think the things that you want to think of. Going to bed and just imagine what you want. The thoughts there's a notion out there. It kind of really upsets me, and it doesn't upset me, but it's like irritating already, that you have to sit with your emotions. And it's bullshit. You don't have to sit with shit. Okay, you don't have to sit with that. Everything is all mind. The universe is all mind. The Kybalion. If you haven't read the Kybalion, read it. As above, so below. Your mind is the creator of things. The feeling is the kind of like the plug, the electricity. Above. The electricity. So you're using electricity, the emotion to the mind, and it creates everything. So why are you spending time above? Why are you spending time on negative shit?
Right.
Why are you spending time on the same fucking cycles? You're like doing the same cycles over and over and over. Like over and over and over. The same shit, the same feeling, the same thing, the same shit every time, and that's where you get the same fucking results. Sorry. Because
there's Misa's passion.
Because they don't learn. Now, there's somebody out here that is trying to teach you, or now you don't have to learn from me. You can learn. There's plenty of different teachers. Learn it. Stop doing the same thing over and over. Your mind, these negative things and these thoughts that they literally
they got a stronghold on you.
Yeah, they have you they have you on a low vibration where you're creating nothing but negative shit. And if you don't change that shit, guess what? You're gonna stay there for a very long time, very unhappy, and you're gonna try to bring people down with you. And I don't want people like that around me. I love you, but if you're not gonna learn, I have to move on. I have to move. I'm doing that whole Kevin Gates thing. I love you, but if you ain't, literally, like, it's really true. Like, I really want to help people, but if you don't want to help yourself, then you gotta move around. If you're gonna sit in these energies, then you're gonna move around.
Kay says, this is what we needed tonight. You too. Evening you weren't doing readings. The knowledge is great. It's feeding the people. Thank you, Kay. That's confirmation also for us. Mm-hmm. And then she says, say it, Misa. And then Zach says, that's what unity is.
I love that reading that you did. It was perfect. We were talking about that yesterday. And I was like, Man, that was
It's
beautiful.
funny because Kay and Misa, like, I feel like y'all two, like, had a past life, like, sister and brother type.
I feel like that.
Like, y'all, like, really understand each other. Because
Yeah.
I'd be like, Misa, what the are you thinking? And then Kay comes and she'd be like, that's a great idea. Or, like,
Yeah.
Misa, you got to do this. And I'm like, oh, okay, Laura, check yourself. You know, like, stay back. So I love when Kay comes around because it's, like, kind of...
It's an energizing.
Yeah.
It's
it makes me feel like, you know, maybe, like, she makes me realize that maybe sometimes my ego is big and I'll be like, what are you talking about? I'm the one with intuition. I know what I'm talking about, and I don't receive that information from him because, you know, I in my subconscious mind, right, my work is I know things, and so I should know that I know for me, and I don't. So it's like I'm trying to look for my mentor that for
it's right here.
But still, like, Misa definitely is that one that I lean on, and I freaking I throw everything on him, right? I'm not gonna lie, he's a perfect example of masculine energy, right? Where I feel safe enough to just pour everything. You know, yesterday I cried my ass off after the Yoni retreat, you know, we did a lot of work, so yes, we're gonna be emotional and all this. So I sat there and cried, and you know, he came and he nurtured me. He told me it was gonna be okay. He told me all these things that were like, instead of another man would have been sitting there watching football and leaving me in the bedroom by myself with the door closed, right? And then he was like, let's watch a movie, and totally, like, it was like
night and day
within minutes. Like, then we watched a movie, we had fun, it was like great, you know. And sometimes I wonder, you know, like, all of these women, and I'm not talking bad, I'm just like trying to see what a solution to a problem is, right? Because there's a lot of single people out there, and there's a lot of single women out there, and you know, and I'm not making excuses, I don't know, but I'm saying, like, sometimes I see and I'm like seeing all these women and everything is masculine toxicity and, you know, all this stuff, and I'm like, is it really though? Right. Because some of my friends see Misa, like our friends that we let in, and see how Misa and I, they could probably think, dang, Misa's toxic positive or toxic masculinity, but no.
Yeah.
Like, Misa's masculine, he knows when and what is right, and I'm the feminine when I know where to respect and where to be like, okay, let him lead, because yes, the man leads, you know. So if he's gonna say, honey, I don't feel comfortable with you going there, I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna be like, you can't tell me what to do, blah 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 blah. No, okay, I respect that, and I have that faith that his intuition is on point, because he would tell me things sometimes that kept me from being hurt or things like that, you know. So I listen to his, you feel that, honey? All right, we're pulling back. There's a lot of things that we've been together for 15 years. There's a lot of things that I'm learning now because I'm healed, or not I'm healed, but you know, from whatever it was back then, that is like, holy cow, I was thinking that, you know, but it's not. It's respect. It's what a wife and a husband should be doing, you know. You should be communicating. You should be telling your husband things. You shouldn't be keeping nothing from, like, if I kept something from him, well, you know, like in my personal stuff, like if I kept something from him, it would eat me. Like, no, I have to share this with my partner, you know.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You know, it's a good thing to have that communication. Communication is very important.
Yeah, even when I don't like it, and that's a lot of times.
See, Laura has been in her masculine energy
absolutely
for a very long time.
Absolutely, 100%.
I sometimes mention it to her, and I was like, hey, you gotta pipe it down a little bit.
Yep.
But we talk, and she understands. She understands. what she should, the role, whatever she's got to do. She understands that.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I have been and that's why my masculine energy sometimes comes out, and it's like, oh, I need people like confirmations, like when Kay be like, Misa, you right, like that's my masculine energy trying to like, who wants to be the alpha male here, me or him? And sometimes, yes, I'm a freaking triple Capricorn with an Aries rising. My masculine energy is a lot sometimes.
But it's okay, you know what I mean? Like,
but I see the balance, because people, like, when people meet me, they're like, you're nice and you're this and you're that, and it's a balance.
Oh, yeah. But does anybody have any questions?
Oh yeah, I'm like taking this.
I literally felt like I gave you like some pretty good exercises you can do in your everyday life, like another thing I could probably say is like, make sure you catch yourself. Like, if you're thinking a thought that is not in alignment with where you want to go, then stop thinking a thought. I mean, it's really that easy. Once you're during the emotion, all you have to do is really think about something that really makes you happy. Change it around, or going on the direction that you want to go. Change that up.
Perfect example. My client, we went to the art museum on a field trip, and Misa came with us, right? And she was having a hard time, because she was starting a job, and she was really like, the things that she was saying, like, I don't like it, and this and that, and Misa and I were like, we got to change that mindset. Like, you're already setting yourself up to not like your job. I was like, and it didn't even start yet, and so she was already subconsciously planting those seeds that she was going to have a bad time, that she wasn't going to like the work, and and so we're at the art museum, and we're drawing and stuff and just talking, and Misa was like, let's change the mind, like, and I challenged her. I said, you know what? I said, you want to work for yourself, that, right? But you're young, so we're gonna get a job. I said, but you want to start learning how to be an entrepreneur. You want to start learning how to be responsible. You want to start learning how to do these things. I said, you're gonna make your job fun, and we're gonna do a challenge. I said, you're gonna go to work and you're gonna make it so that you meet 2 new people. I said, but these 2 new people that you meet, they're gonna connect with you. They're gonna like the things you want. They're gonna have that same mindset as you. They're gonna be, have that mindset of entrepreneurship. They're gonna connect. I was like, so you gotta use your intuition and let spirit see those signs, to spirit to connect you. And what were you saying? To like wake up and see what was exciting about her job. And we were because she loves what she does. It's just the part of she had to work there instead of participate in the things that she had to do. And so Misa too was like telling her, look at the beauty, go with what did you say? Make it fun for the people. Make it exciting. He's like, your energy is that energy that attracts, and you can hype the room and things like that. And so I texted her to see how her first day was, and she was saying that it was great. Yeah. Because we had not hyped her, but we had taught her things that we did to change the environment, to change our mindset of, we don't want to do this. So what can we find that will make it exciting, so that we focus on the exciting part and not the dreadful part? And then when you focus on the exciting part, you're looking at the exciting part. So guess what? The dreadful part starts going over here. The exciting part starts going over here. And you start moving away from that. And you start loving what you do. Or you start loving, helping people, or whatever it is that you're having a challenge with. And that's how Misa and I, we try to, not all the time, because sometimes he falls asleep on the couch and I fall asleep on the bed, but we try to go to bed visualizing our next day.
Yeah.
And then when we wake up, it's like, okay, Spirit, show us the infinite possibilities today. And literally, like, our freaking day will be like, boom, boom, boom. Here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go. And it's like, whoa, you know, like, I think I was crying. I was crying last week because I was so grateful that it was so much. I was like, okay, Spirit, I don't know if it's like, if I have to keep working on myself to keep receiving these blessings or if I'm being a glutton now. Because you're giving us so much.
This is just the beginning, though.
Right.
It's going to get better.
So I have to...
And I'm going to say it like this. It's better and better and better every day. You know, I'm not going to say it's going to be better because I'm keeping it in the future. I'm saying it's better and better every day. It's been really, really good. It's going to be really, 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 really better.
So Michelle asked what's the topic today, and it's the art of control, and it's like the art of control of the mind. And we're giving you these tips and these things that we do in our daily lives to show you where we have been. And I'm telling you, like, I was in a depression that I thought I would never get out of. When you're in that depression where you already lost hope, like, that's pretty freaking deep.
Yeah.
But I just kept climbing it and climbing it and climbing. And soon it was like, poof. The more you do it, the more you're just flying and flowing. And am I saying that I don't go through emotion? Heck yeah. Do things not come to me? Heck yeah. But now I don't try to solve them with the same mindset I had before. Now I solve them with the mindset of, oh, okay, I know that this is going to happen here. I know this emotion is going to come up. So I let it come up, but I don't let it overtake me. And I just like it now in the mind, it feels like a whole process that'll take a day. It'll take seconds.
Michelle, I highly suggest if you have time sometime, go rewatch it live. I mean, we gave some pretty good topics on the mind and how to control and what we do in our personal lives where you can implement it if you like, or maybe in your own way, in your personal life, how to create, how to manifest, how to stay in the positive, how to stop focusing on negative shit. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So I highly suggest. I'm gonna go back and rewatch it because I was talking to someone because I was all up in the face.
Right.
You know, and not saying that it's you, Michelle. I'm just saying that it could be anyone. But I'm gonna go back and rewatch it because there's a lot that we can learn. I mean, I watch a video. You can learn from yourself from this video.
Oh,
too.
yeah. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Well, I started doing it because before I would never go back and watch the lives because it would have, messed me up because I would have been too critical on myself. But now I go and I watch the lives and I'm cracking up, right, Nisa? I'm like, I can't believe, I'm cracking up. I'm like, oh, I'm taking notes of my own life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a beautiful thing. Is G Blush still there and Veronica?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay, because if you're still there, I definitely want to pull a card for you.
Michelle went to sleep.
Michelle went to sleep?
No, I don't know. It's 3:00. I mean.
Maria.
Maria. Sorry, not Michelle. Sorry, Maria. Maria went to sleep. It's 3:00.
So Veronica, Maria, and G, are you still there? Does anybody have any questions? Any questions? Oh, and so if I'll keep talking, but looking back and Spirit just reminded me of like even a year ago, I was having like these really bad stomach issues, stomach pain. It would be inflamed, and that's part of why we did the 40-day fast, right? Was because it was horrible, and I didn't have insurance, so I couldn't go get checked. And so we did the 40-day fast, and it went away. And then we messed up our eating, and it came back. And so it was my mind, because every night I'd be like, I probably have cancer. I probably have a tumor, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not going to know until it's too late. And all like every day before I'd go to bed. And if my pain wasn't there, I was like, oh, why isn't it there? You know, like looking for the pain because it wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just been like the last couple of months that it was the change in the mindset, because we did another fast, and I'm like, you know what? We talk about these things are working and these things are healing. It's the mind that's not working.
Yeah.
And I have not had my stomach hurt in about a couple of months.
Yeah.
Like literally haven't felt it. And that's why I'm saying it now, because it just got reminded to be like, you know, you haven't had a stomach pain in a couple of months, and now it's out of the mind. That thought of something is in my stomach, it's out of the mind. It's not there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I changed that timeline. I changed that road to a different road. I'm not going that way anymore.
Yeah. Jasenia, you said it's definitely for you, but to be honest with you, it's for a lot of people. Like, a lot of people, you know. Yeah. If you took it as for you, then it was for you.
Then there you go. You did your job.
Yeah. There's actually a lot of people that are gonna probably rewatch this, and they're gonna be like, "Damn, he just called me the fuck out." Pardon my French, but that's how I express myself.
Maria's on. Did she have questions?
Yeah, about Philip.
I thought we answered that one with Philip. Okay, Maria, I'm just gonna give you a general reading real quick, okay? Because I think we kind of read the Philip energy. Yeah. I think that once you start controlling them thoughts and getting rid of those thoughts, and you know, getting rid of giving him his energy back, I don't think you're gonna want Philip.
I need to change my job. I love my job, but I outgrew it. And I feel like in the soul, I just want out. I've been looking and preparing for leadership. How can I control my mind and accepting to be patient? That's a really good. So you have to create it by knowing you already have what you want. How do you do it? You can't look at the present circumstances. You have to know that you're already there. Start feeling the feeling of being in leadership that you want. Start thinking about a different place that you want to work. Start feeling it. Get
Invite
excited.
The energy in.
Get excited in the morning to wake up, to be at this new place. But you got to talk about present. You can't talk about it in the future. You literally have to recite this every single day. So if you can do it 100 times a day, I would. However many times you think you remember it, do it. But then go to sleep and start imagining yourself thinking about you being in that leadership position at a different place. Think about it. Think about you speaking to people. Think about how you feel, that maybe a little bit of excitement, a little bit of fear of being in front of people. Think about the applause, people applauding you. Think about how you felt when people applaud you. How you walked away, even on the way in. Picture yourself walking in to the auditorium where you're speaking in front of all these people, or whatever it is that you want to do. And then the feeling of that, bring it with it, because that's the electricity for the path to open it up. And stay there every morning, every night. Do it as many times as you can. You know what I mean? And eventually you're gonna start rewiring your brain. Start talking about present tense.
You're gonna start looking at that. Because that's how you invite the energy in. Right now, that leadership energy is around you. It wants to come in, but it's like, is she ready yet? Is she ready yet? And how do you open that door? You start believing that you're there. You start reading books on leadership. You start reading, there's a book called You Are a Badass or something like that. Those, big women in leadership, or who's the most influential leader there is, and study the crap out of them. Mm-hmm. But then you study the crap out of you. And so, like you say, how you're not impatient, a leader, that's one of your weaknesses if you want to be a leader, is impatience. A leader has to be patient, right? Because if a leader's not patient, then a leader makes unrational decisions and just makes decisions by their reactions, not by responding. Mm-hmm. So that's one thing that spirit is teaching. And I feel like that's one thing that you need to, overcome is patience, because you want it now. And Spirit's trying to show you in time, in that divine timing. So Maria's here, and I didn't read her yet. Misanti, you thought about coaching, and then Kay says, yes, we need another Misa and Laura next month or once a month.
I've thought about it before, but I don't know. It's whatever happens. I'm flowing with life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm flowing with life. I'm not gonna say I'm a coach. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm okay with whatever the outcome is. As long as I'm happy, that's all that matters. And I'm helping someone else.
Yeah.
That makes me happy too. Like, I really like helping people. I really like teaching people things. I really like speaking about this, because I know that if I learn it, then you can learn it too, and it can be part of your life as well, and you will see how beautiful life can be. Heaven can be on earth.
Absolutely.
It definitely can be. With all this shit that's going on right now, and all this craziness, I don't see any of that shit. I mean, it's happening. I'm not oblivious to it. I know what's happening, but I'm not going to sit there and let it affect me. You know, how many people on my timeline I see, they're like, the government this, the government that, and Trump this, Trump that. I'm like, bro, you don't realize what you're doing. And that's why I do the posts I do, because I see it on my timeline. You know, I'm like, hey, it's not about anybody in general. I see it's about the world in general. These things can help you. Stop focusing on this shit in the world.
Right.
Focus on yourself, because you fix yourself, then the world around, I'm talking about the whole world, will change.
Will change.
Because it's your reality, and your
because
God
that's
consciousness.
What we're seeing.
Your God, your consciousness. You're a God. People are afraid to call themselves God. She's a God. I'm a God. You're all gods and goddesses. You're all creating. What are you creating? You're creating the very negative thoughts that come in your heart. How are you going to create the thoughts that you want, the things that you want? You don't have to tap into none of that energy. That's not going to affect you. It won't. Right. Trust me. It's like that for me.
Right.
So take it from somebody that has done it. And I know I go deep. I be going deep.
Right.
But
and that's why it's like
purpose.
God is everything. God is us.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of us, yes, I was that one person that was like, oh my God, you know, but God doesn't live outside of us. God is in us. Mm-hmm. That's why you are God, because God is in you. Mm-hmm. You carry God in you.
Yeah.
So you have to realize that you have that power. Yeah. If you turn the God inside of you on, and you realize that God is in you and not out here in the world, or, you know, waiting to go up in heaven. Mm-hmm. Heaven is earth.
Yeah.
What heaven is, whatever you're feeling. Heaven is your happiness. Heaven is your love. Heaven is your joy. What is hell? Hell is your depression. Hell is your anger. Hell is your frustration. Hell is your sadness. Hell is your injustice. That's what heaven and hell is. Mm-hmm. It's not at the bottom burning. You're burning from inside. Yeah. Because every day you're burning with feeling that depression, that it's in you. It's burning you, you know, or that anger, or that sad.
Yeah. We out here preaching like a mother. We're preaching.
All right. Once again, and this is Spirit. I'm sorry, Maria, but here you go. I'm going to tell you, Eartha is already here. Absolutely.
What's the name? Is he here? The Jinn?
G Blush. Can you? Oh, we can't tag her, right? Okay. So Maria, this is what I got is what's on the horizon: work, life, creative pursuits, and relationships. And I feel like it's all of them. I feel like Spirit and relationships is at the last one, because again, Spirit is saying you need to study thyself and really know that you are carrying someone's energy. And once you clear that energy that you are carrying, you will see in a better, clearer way. Right now, all you see is wanting to be with Philip, because his energy is the one you have to clear to see if it's really Philip that you want, or this person that's been waiting for you saying, hey, you've been sitting here choosing sadness when happiness is over here. And so it says walk away from conflict. And I feel like that is your conflict right now, that you need to walk away right now. You need to walk away from that conflict, from that what feels conflicted in you, you know, and study thyself. And that's just the message right there. Also be careful though right now, because I'm not saying your soul, like your whole life is thinking about Philip, but your focus is Philip, that you're making bad decisions over here in your finances, in your health, you know, with family relationships, with fun. So one imbalance in your relationship will imbalance in all the things in your life. So be careful with finances right now. Don't make no bad financial decisions. Like if you feel like, oh, I need this, but you don't have that money to get it, don't get it, you know. And then trust the timing. There is going to be someone that's going to have that key to your heart, right? That's going to come unlock it. But right now, nobody has the key right now. You don't even have the key. You got to find the key so that somebody could be like, I got it. So for you, it's really have grace with yourself and start studying thyself and really being patient with you.
She says she's using a lot of money on fortune tellers. You don't need to do that.
Girl, no.
You don't need to do that.
No, that's the thing. Stop.
You don't need to do that.
They like, you know, some of them you gotta really trust your intuition, because some of them will tell you what you want to hear, and that's why like we apologize in advance for the words that come out of our mouth, because I'm telling you right now, don't do it. Don't do it. You have to trust your inner intuition. You have to trust yourself. You're giving yourself vulnerable to the wolves right now, because you don't even know who you are, and you're letting people take advantage of you, hurt you, and then you're thinking there's something wrong with you. You just don't know who you are yet. You got to find who you are, and then your person will come.
Yeah.
And your person ain't even going to come to you. You're going to go to your person, because I'm telling you, your person's already there. But you're looking for them over here.
Yeah.
In the woods, when they're in the field of freaking flowers and roses, and you're in the freaking woods where the wolves are.
All right. So,
Oh, G's here. Thank you. Okay. So thank you so much, Maria, for letting us read you. G, you're next. Veronica, are you still there?
Veronica.
Any
yeah.
questions, anybody?
Yeah.
Oh, did you have something for her? I'm sorry.
No.
Okay.
No. I think we covered a lot. She got a lot.
Okay. G. Know what you want. Okay. A lot of us is trust the timing, the waiting game.
Yeah, and Kay, me and Laura were thinking about creating a show.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
We're probably adding a Wednesday night or something.
Yeah, we haven't decided yet, and we don't want to make it like a every week thing, every once in a while thing. So I don't know how we're gonna do it yet. We're looking into different options and talk about stuff that we've learned that has worked for us in our life. So.
All right. So for G, Spirit is really wanting you to know what you want, is what Spirit is saying. I feel like right now you're in this, should I do this? Should I not do this? You got some bright light shining on negativity right now. Temptation, destruction, obsession, and greed. So anything that Spirit is showing you with people or with yourself on, anything with temptation, destruction, greed, whatever, believe it. Don't try to be like, is that really how that person is? Or try to be like, nah, but I could fix them, or those kind of things. Like Spirit is really shining and showing you who your true people are and who needs to go. Because again, this week is about cutting things, cutting relationships that are not coming with you, and things like that. I always say, Spirit don't make it hard. Spirit ain't gonna make you go look for things when they know you're in distress. Spirit's gonna give it to you right there, whether you like it or not. And it's up to you whether to accept it or not, right? And so you do have a waiting game. So if you're planning on leaving your job, leaving anything right now, if you can kind of hold off, you do have a positive movement forward. But I feel like if you do it now, you're gonna miss a blessing that's supposed to come to you. And then that power, like, you're starting to see, you're starting to feel, you're starting to trust yourself. You're starting to like move and know. So Spirit is saying you're starting to get that power back. Keep doing that. Keep trusting that intuition. Keep, like, Spirit is really, really, really on. You gotta trust that heart, you know. Even though sometimes the heart could be weak and you could be like, oh, you know, you could let people take advantage, you still lead from the heart. Like, your heart is that tool. Your heart is that intuition tool that you feel it in here. And so what Spirit is saying is, like, not go outside in nature, but, you know, anywhere where you can go to the domes, get a plant, or, you know, something like Spirit wants something living by you all the time. A plant, nature, things like that. Like really nurture a plant. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm seeing this. But music. Also be careful what you're listening to right now. The music card, when that one comes out, Spirit always, I feel like when the music comes out, it's a form of moving energy. And so in your house, in your car, if you can, in your office, like, play music that's gonna move energy. But I don't know if it's in your house, you need to play the soothing music, because I feel like it's like woo 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 woo, like there's thoughts everywhere, just all over, and it's like, I feel like the energy is kind of, I want to say disorganized chaos. I don't know why, but like bringing that energy together, because there's so much. And it's not a bad thing. It's just you have a lot of ideas and a lot of, like, I want to do this and I want to do this and I want to do this. And so Spirit's like trying to get them ideas all in one. So playing some like Mozart music, some classical music, to kind of like get your mind to calm and those thoughts to start lining up and in order of, I'm going to deal with you today, I'm going to deal with you next week, I don't have to deal with you till next year, you know, those kind of things. Relationship, there, if you haven't ended a relationship, there's going to be a relationship that's coming to end. But that's because you're going into a new beginning. And again, this is for, I mean, I pulled this for the collective too, is, you know, sometimes you're going to a different direction and people can't come with you where you're going. You know, it's like the cross, your roads have crossed and it's time to go a different road. But thank them for that growth and that change. But also you got to liberate that energy so that you can bring energy forward. That's it. Make new memories and work on things, but be careful that you're not being repetitive on your cycles. Like, if you just felt like you healed and came out of a cycle, or you're on your way out, you're on your way out. Don't go back and keep putting the hammer there, because you already fixed it. So, any questions? Thank you so much. Oh, also, like, I feel like you got good karma coming to you. You got karma. That's why I'm saying, like, if you start seeing relationships with people that you're like, dang, you know, you see people falling off or something bad happened to somebody that did something to you, karma is like around you. So it's good karma. Just be careful that you ain't throwing out bad karma out there. So if you had money taken from you, or you know, if you felt like you had injustice without money, I feel like money's gonna come to you, or a relationship. Like if they did you dirty, that person's gonna get done dirty. I just feel like karma's gonna come, and that's just like a sign that spirit's like, see, I got your back. I'm here. Now come on, let's get serious and let's get to work.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Veronica's here.
Okay. So for a reader, she wants this. She was talking about this room, find room to breath, Queen energy in. So this is, she's like, look for a singer, and Veronica's like, well, I'll find one for you. There's one already, and there she is.
Okay.
That's the song.
So you read all these comments?
Yeah, Veronica now, right?
Okay, Veronica, are you there?
No, I didn't read Veronica's one, but she's talking to a girl.
See? Okay, we got this. She said yes. I'm thinking Wednesdays, like third Wednesday or something. I think we should too. We've been talking about it and talking about it and talking about it, and we just haven't pulled the trigger, and I feel like it's time now to pull that trigger, you know? Don't do that. Instead, invest in your peace. There are books you can read. There are places you can go to distract your mind. It's hard, very hard. Letting go of someone you love is never easy. But if they are not showing the same pain on not having you, is not your place. You will cry for a while. Memories will invade your mind, good ones and bad ones. But giving him that power deteriorates your soul. You will rise and realize you deserve better. Yes, absolutely.
I sat down with Zach a few times, and I basically was telling him this whole thing. You know, I'm just coming from a different angle. Like, I've learned how to do it in a different way, more effective. And I'm talking about the art of control.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally was talking about this a long time ago. It's just now recently I've gotten much better at it, and I've got a system that I use that literally works for me. So,
right. And that's why we say go inner, because the system Misa's using that's working for him is going to be different from the system that you need to work from you. We just show you how to unlock how to get that system, that blueprint. Everybody's blueprint is
it's a universal system.
You know,
the system is universal, but everybody has different angles to it. Everybody has different.
Well, that's true, Kay. Thank you for showing me that.
Everybody has a different method they can implement into the methods that I do, because you know what works for me not always works for everybody else, but the system itself works.
Right.
If you implement it in your way, maybe you get excited about other things the way other than what I do or Laura does or you do, and so maybe you implement that into the same system that I literally just mentioned earlier. You know. So.
Okay, caught it again. Oops, I spit. Zach says I was gonna say, Misa, we can get coffee soon. Kay says y'all pulled the trigger tonight. The door's open now. Tonight was a setup. LOL. I see that, Kay. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Zach, reach out to Misa. We have been busy though, so hopefully you guys could get time together. But I thought I was busy before. Like, you know when you're busy when you don't text. Like, my mom called me yesterday, and I just remembered this afternoon that my mom called me, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is how busy I am that I forget that my mother calls. Like, okay, you know. Veronica. Ooh, I like it. So right now, Spirit is saying, don't be impulsive. So learn how to respond, not react, okay? But also, Spirit is saying that it's time for you to take action. So I don't know if Spirit's been calling you to move from somewhere, from either your job or, you know, a place or something, but there's somewhere that you're supposed to move out of, and Spirit's saying it's time for you to move, you know. So wherever you feel like you need to move from, Spirit is saying it's time, because I like this little card with the fish coming out of the bong and going into the water. It's like you're moving. It's time to move. Funny, because I just realized that. But unexpected opportunities, that's going to open up these unexpected opportunities and possibilities. Because right now you're in a place where you think that this is the only place, but there's other things out there that you couldn't even imagine. That spirit wants to be like, dude, you didn't even think of this. It was over here waiting for you, and you think you're safe over here. And so spirit is saying there's unexpected opportunities that want to come to you, but you can't be scary. You can't just dip your feet in the water. You got to go onto the diving board and jump and dive into the water. You know, and then stand up for what you need. I feel like it's with your job too. I feel like you need to tell them you need a raise, or you need that even energy exchange somewhere, because your energy, you're giving too much and they're taking from you and not giving you that even energy exchange. So I really feel like that's probably going to be your confirmation too, if it's with your job. If you ask for a raise and they're like, yeah, right, then you'll be like, peace, you know, because I know what I'm worth, and I know now that I'm not getting paid what I'm worth. Or it could be hours, it could be something. It's, you know, whatever you need that help with is what Spirit's saying. I feel like I gotta pull one more. Dang it. From where? Do you have something? Yeah, outdated thinking. The outdated thinking, sorry.
I'm on teaching mode. I'm not even on reading mode. Like,
okay.
So, sorry.
All right. So the outdated thinking is that thinking that you're not getting what you deserve. Like, you know, like you're worth more is what Spirit's saying. You're worth more now. Like before you were settling for this, now you're worth more. Now you can't settle for it. It's conditioning, replaying events over in your head, you know, those things. Clear the mind, control the mind. Those thoughts are the ones that pull you back. I know when those thoughts pulled me back yesterday, but they pulled me back for a couple of minutes, not a couple of days like they used to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's that part where we don't see that we're healing, right? We don't see those big wins. That's a big win. I went from laying on the couch for days to laying, you know, doing this for a couple minutes.
Mm-hmm.
We're always going to have feelings come up. We're always going to have things come at us. It's how we confront those things. How we let those things move our emotions. How we invite them to either overpower us and overcome us, or we overpower and overcome that. Anything you want to say?
No, I mean, I'm gonna be talking about this even more and more and more, and it's gonna be on. I probably do some videos on it, but I'm gonna keep talking about it until it's literally ingrained in every head in this world. Because united, collectively, we create this world and create the world that we want. And we're creating this world. We're in a whole different dimension. And how do you create? You create in a positive mindset. We all gotta be in the same collective mind, you know. So
right.
I'm gonna be talking about that on my Facebook. Maybe I'll do a video. Maybe I'll keep doing right posts or whatever they're called. Yeah.
Tonight was a setup case. I don't know if I said it already.
You did.
I deserve a raise. I have been wanting to work on art and paint about Puerto Rican culture, which I'm from, but I don't see a lot of the community active in art, so I have been hesitant. Ay, Veronica, just start, but you don't see anything right now. All you gotta do is do the action, and then when you see this and you start doing the art, you're gonna start seeing those doors opening. And that's why I say you got to take the action so the door can open. So ask for the raise, start doing your art, start posting it, start sharing it, and the doors are going to start opening, but the fear is stopping you, and that's the thing that you have to face. That's the thing that you have to confront. Mm-hmm. That's your Goliath, is the fear of you know. The art is it's your tool. It's what you're supposed to share. It's your passion. Those are the things that we're supposed to give freely. That's the love that we give. They feel the love through the art. That's how you transfer your love, through your painting. That's how people feel it.
And, you know, just so you know, I don't know if you know this, but I am Boricua. You know, if you want to talk about culture, we can talk about culture stuff, you know. I'm a little bit on a different spectrum of it. I don't like to call myself Puerto Rican for reasons. It was the you know, I like to call myself Boricua, Borican, you know. And that's another topic, but yeah, we can discuss that. Mm-hmm. I was born in Puerto Rico and everything, or Borican. So, like I said, we can talk about that. We can discuss this stuff, and if you have any questions, maybe we can, you can be the first to do it. The trail.
Exactly. Thank you, Kay. You have to be the first to open that up. If nobody did it, that's because it's inside of you. You got the seed. Mm-hmm. For it to flourish, and you're holding on to the seed. That's Veronica, that's a little big ego. No, I'm kidding. You know, but it's like you're keeping it for you, and it's spirit saying you're supposed to share it. That's how you give your love. That's how you heal the conscious collective. That's your tool. This is my tool is not art. I try it, and art, oh my God, I hated art. I would be like, I can't even draw a stick person. But now that with my client, like we do art every time she sees us, like every time she sees me. So art, if you want to filter and transmute some energy, when you feel down or art, do art. Just channel whatever, even if you just gotta, you know, do lines. You start somewhere, but you move the energy. That's a way that we learned also how to clear the mind. Misa and I sometimes, right? We do art.
Yeah.
Like we'll sit there, he'll draw and I'll draw. Mm-hmm. We play chess. Those things that you know, how do you say, work out the mind. Mm-hmm. The mind it's a muscle. So how do we work it? It's the most important muscle. We're not working it out. Yeah. How do you do that? You play those mind games, those chess games. So what is my next move? What am I not seeing over here? What, you know? These are things, like little things that if you would do them, would make the biggest impact in how you do it, change your world. Mm-hmm.
I think it's already 7:45. I did not expect the time to go that fast.
Right? I feel like the time really did go fast. Holy cow.
It flew by. But thank you for everyone being here.
Thank you everyone for letting us read you. Thank you so much. We'll definitely come back and give some more information out. Yeah. We love y'all. Can't wait to see you next week. Don't forget Friday. River West Radio 4:30. Oh, and if you're interested in helping us fundraise for River West Radio, in behalf of Majica, because we gotta fundraise for them, we are having a cookie sale. So if anybody wants to buy cookies, I'm gonna put it up, and that's to help the radio station. That's to help us continue and be able to be on the radio. So I will put the information online, and anybody that wants to order, I'll put that up too. Thank you all for your support. Thank you so much for listening to us. We love you, and we'll see you next week.
And thanks for coming back every week to support Laura and Kevin, and today me. But I'm behind the scenes, so we appreciate you more than you know. Yeah. And we're thankful for that. We see that goes unnoticed. Kay here all the time, and we appreciate you, sister.
Michelle, we love you for all your support.
Yeah, Michelle's here.
Veronica, Janie, all of you.
Janie, Josh.
Right, Josh. Thank you, Zach, for coming back and visiting us. Yeah. Jasenia,
Maria.
Yeah.
I see Tanith in here too.
Tanith, wow.
He comes in here. I didn't see that. But thank you for everyone that supports us, and we appreciate you. We send you love, and we do this from the bottom of our hearts.
Yes,
We're literally
absolutely.
try to be genuine, and try to be the best we can. Try to teach, try to help, raise the vibration.
Absolutely.
So thank you.
Thank y'all.